Hey Flock, Mike here from Epic Duck Studios. Welcome to the assembly guide for Gar Saxon from Star Wars Shatterpoint. Before you get started, I'd recommend downloading the official assembly instructions. You can find them at epicduck.com/shatterpoint. Of all the models in the core set, Gar Saxon is the most complicated and has the most options. I actually make a few mistakes during this build, and I'll point them out so you can avoid them. There's two choices to make with this build, a helmet or bare head, and a rifle or pistol and shield. I'll be building him with the helmet, pistol, and shield. It's a good idea to choose your options before you begin building, and only clip off the parts you need. There are two different holsters for Gar's right leg, one with the pistol drawn and one with it holstered. Make sure you choose the correct one for your build. If you're building Gar with the rifle, you'll want the holstered pistol, and vice versa. However, the holster on Gar's left leg should always have a pistol. Gar's shield has a very thin edge and is the most delicate piece of this build. I chose to clip the sprue a bit away from the shield and trim it later. With all the parts clipped, it's time to prep them for assembly. You'll want to use a sharp hobby knife to cut the little bumps left over from the sprue and to lightly scrape away any mold lines. On Gar, the mold lines are most prominent along his legs and along the smoke exhaust from his jetpack. To clean the shield, I first nip away the remaining bit of sprue as closely as I can, and then I use a knife to finish the job. Here I'm using a bottle cap with some poster tack on it to hold the back of the torso, while I apply plastic cement to it and then attach the front. Once the two halves are together, I pull them from the poster tack and give them a good little squish to make sure they're firmly joined. Gar's legs come in 3 pieces, with both lower legs gluing on below the knee. I'm starting with the left leg, since it's tucked up a bit while the right leg sticks out more. The right calf glues onto the back of an armor plate, making a very long, stable connection. With those two sub-assemblies done, I'm ready to attach the legs to the torso. Gar's helmet also comes in 2 pieces. I've attached the back of the helmet to the poster tack handle so I don't risk getting plastic cement on my fingers, and getting fingerprints on the mini as a result. Once the head is together, I pull it from the poster tack and give it a good squish. It's time to attach the holsters, and here's one of my mistakes. I completely forget the holster on Gar's left leg. Don't forget to use the correct holster on Gar's right leg for your build. Next, I'm going to attach Gar's right arm. If you're building Gar holding the rifle, you'll probably want to attach his right arm first as well, and then fit the left arm to it. The pistol arm also has a small armor plate that needs to be attached to the back. So here's the other mistake I made. There's supposed to be a small bump on the forearm that the shield attaches to, and I clipped it right off. Since I have less of a contact point, I'm going to use super glue to attach the shield in place rather than plastic cement. Of course, super glue can take a while to set.
Few moments later.
Okay, I think that's good to go. I'm going to set this arm aside for now and attach it last. With this build nearly done, I'm now attaching Gar's head. If you're worried about damaging the small horns on his helmet, you can save this until after you attach Gar to his base. Gar's jetpack attaches easily to the very large key on his back. There's a lot of contact area for the plastic cement to work with. I'm squishing the torso and jetpack together to ensure a good, snug fit. Now I'm going to attach Gar to his base, saving the shield arm for last. I'm giving the super glue extra time to cure. There's 2 smoke plumes here, and I want to press down firmly on both of them at the same time to make sure they seat well. When I picked up the shield arm, I noticed that the shield itself still felt flimsy, so I pulled it off and added superglue to the inside of the shield. This made for a much stronger connection. If it failed, I'd add a short pin to Gar's forearm, but thankfully that didn't happen. After giving the superglue a few moments to set, it's time to attach the arm. I'm pressing firmly on Gar's shoulder and doing my best to avoid even touching the shield here. Finally, I'm using a bit of red magma cement and some capillary action to ensure the arm joint is properly welded. After that, Gar is done and ready for painting. Thanks for watching, and until next time, do something epic.